Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, but you already knew that. Welcome to another Spotlight Shorties. We are going to be talking about the Made by Mitchell color cases. I now have 4 of them. We have the Essentials, which I have beaten up and used so much. I love this thing so much. We have the Electrics. Haven't used the colored ones as much, but I do really enjoy these. I also have the Eclectics, more pastel. And the newest baby to my collection is the Color Case Pro. I can't remember what this one is called. I'll put it on the screen. I don't know if it's like primaries or basics or something like that, but it is just primary colors in a black and a white. Definitely wanted to add this to the collection because if I only had one of them, I would actually prefer this one because I can do everything with it. Mixing, you mix the colors and you can have just about every color that you need. But a close second, you already know, would be my Essentials. I have used this one to crap. Clearly, I'm not really diving too much into the lighter shades. I think this is the lightest of the light shades that I use, but I am so excited that I've used this much. I love this thing so much. So, in the first spotlight, we are actually going to be working with this one for the first time. I have had a long-standing battle and desire to find a yellow base that works for me, okay? So today we're going to use this yellow. I'm going to be mixing it with my Blend Bunny Cosmetics Machina palette, and for our shims, even though there are shimmers in that palette, I'm going to go with the Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette because I really want to use the shade Enlighten, which is the yellow highlighter, okay? Typically what happens is I end up having to use a shimmer to fix the errors of whatever yellow I try, be it a liquid, a cream, or a powder. I just can't find a good yellow. So far, the Blends palette from Blend Bunny, their yellow is a win for me. So I am excited to try this. I like the formula of the color cases. They are a little bit dry. Think concealer, like pot concealer. So as you see, I don't know if you can catch it, but I have to like kind of break the seal on the top and get to the more creamy part. And I'll do a little swatch for you so we can also see what it's happening. And this is what ends up happening on me. So I don't know if it's really translating on camera too much, but in person, it takes a primary bright yellow and throws it a little bit more towards a highlighter yellow. Not my favorite, not the worst. We're gonna give her a go. At first I was thinking to use the white, but we're just gonna go in with the yellow, okay? So I'm loading up my brush because it's a bit of a thicker formula. I'm going to apply this onto my lid. And this does dry down to a basically waterproof finish. So I want to get it on and in place as smooth as I can so that we don't have to worry about over manipulating, okay? So we're gonna do a half cut crease. Right about there. And I do not have any eye base on, so no Juvia's Place Eye Prep by Prime because this is kind of enough to prime the eye. All right. So next I am though going to take the Juvia's Place Eye Prep by Prime and put that on the remainder of my eye. Not up to the brow bone because I do have this on my brow bone. So let me just get a brush. So I'm just gonna take a little drop of this and it's just gonna go on the naked part of the eye because I do want a base for my eyeshadow. I don't think you always need a base for eyeshadow, but it is part of my routine, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, there we go. Okay, so really quick, let's go ahead and dive into the Machina palette. I am going to just speed this up and we will come back when we are working with this yellow, okay? So we are done. I'm gonna go back into the color case and I'm gonna slide some of that yellow on the lower lash line as well, because we're gonna pop yellow in there. So yellow and purple, thinking of like, what is that, an iris, I think? Orchid? I don't know. I feel like there's a yellow and purple flower. One of my favorite combinations, and especially when I'm testing a yellow, it's probably the easiest thing for me to do. It's just like, because I know that they're gonna contrast each other and I'll really be able to see the yellow. So I'm partially tempted to apply a yellow eyeshadow, but I think because right now I wanna give it the best chance, I'm gonna go and just put this on top. I was gonna use a multi-chrome from DD Signature, but if I'm judging this just on how this looks on its own, the color case yellow, I will say it's still a little bit problematic, like most yellows have been for me. So right now I'm scooping out a little bit and I'm going to try to apply this with my finger, because I don't know if you can see, it's so bright. I don't know if you can see, I've got a little bit of skippage there. So I'm gonna go ahead, smear that on my finger and tap this on. There goes Dominic. He's like, what you doing in there, mama? Open the door. All right, and now I feel like I'm making it worse, you see? And I don't know what it is. It's all yellow products. I've used this color case in the Essentials and the Electrics and the Eclectics, and I've used all the shades, you know, that I want to. I've used the lighter shades, and oh, I just mixed this in the freaking blue. Come on, Jasmine. We are having a day, okay, for makeup right now. But I've used them all and they work fine, but there's just like this natural aversion to yellows working for me. I don't know what it is. I've been cursed in a past life to never be able to wear yellow cosmetics. So that looks like a mess. We're gonna see if this can fix this, okay? So let me get a like flat shader brush. I'm going into the shade Enlighten, which is going to be the yellow. Yeah, okay. And we're just gonna pop this on. And it definitely fixes all the issues. Now this is making me feel like I'm still using those Moira Believe the Hype nonsense, because it's just yellow. It just does not work for me. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. But this shimmer really did fix the issue. You can't even see where it was skipping and gappage or gapping. So that's great, because it means that, you know, if I use this yellow, I can totally use this product to fix it. Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna pop this on. He's very adamant. Pop this on the lower as well. Okay, and go back in with our blending shades. First the darker purple. And blend those together. And then the lighter purple, no added product, just to blend things out. And then my foundation brush. So full out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, pop on some mascara, and we'll be right back. All right, we are finished. I really like this look. It all worked out. So, or what do they say? It all came out in the wash. So, just a few things. I do like the way that this yellow performed. Even though we ended up with that bald spot when I was manipulating it, I feel like this is a product that I could possibly have to start using, well, maybe just the yellow, start mixing in some like of my Inglot Duraline to thin it out a little bit so that I can get a better application. This was very thick. Like I said, think about a concealer type product. It's a bit thicker. Sometimes it's a bit stiff to move. It's great for brows because it is stiff and thick. It's gonna go, it's gonna stay, it's gonna perform well. Using it as a base, I do need a little bit more slip, a little bit more give, you know what I mean? So I might attempt the next round of this with a little bit of the Duraline to thin it out. even with it kind of gathering and me having to apply more product, it still went on beautifully. The finished product is stunning. I love it. This reminds me of a better turnout from when I used the Moira Believe the Hype Super Hype Liquid Pigments. When I used that yellow, which is a video I did not get to post, it's whatever. The gappage caused the product to layer on top of each other in a very unflattering way, so that once I got to the point I was ready to apply a shimmer on it to correct and to modify and to fix all of the issues with the product in its entirety, specifically the yellow, it created even more texture with whatever shimmer I was using. So at that time I was trying to apply the Suva Beauty Toppers palette, which was a topper-like product that is quite similar to the Blend Bunny, except for Blend Bunny has a smoother texture, a smoother formula, even though this one still has a heavy fallout, okay? So I do love this, and I'm going to continue to use it the way that I'm using it right now. But I did end up buying another highlighting palette that is a very similar idea, because I wanted something more fine, more like a hard pressed eyeshadow, and I found that in the Glisten Cosmetics. But I do really like this yellow. It's gonna be a yellow that I can work with, even though on my undertone, which is golden, I'm sorry, my skin tone is golden brown, but my undertone is olive. It turns this primary yellow into a slight highlighter yellow, hindering on like a very light lime green. So I'm still not getting the yellow that I want, but I can work with this. The next one, I might have to add it to the Blend Bunny yellow from the Blends palette, because I do like that yellow. I do like my Juvia's Place yellows. And so it's gonna be a matter of fixing or figuring out what component of products to use together. But I still love the color cases. They are my favorite product in my collection because they're so much fun. They create, they help me use a lot of creativity. Now, I have shaved off my eyebrows. They are in the stage of growing back. While I don't regret shaving off my eyebrows, it has really shown me that certain products, either I just don't know how to use them, or it just wouldn't work for me in a world where I had to apply eyebrows. The color cases work when I have hair. I'm wearing it right now. I applied my eyebrows like 4 or 5 times. I almost gave up on playing in makeups today because the brows was testing me, okay? But it's something that works better with eyebrow hair. It goes on, sticks to the hair. You can make a really nice colored faux brow. Excuse me. But with no hair, it wasn't a good product. I didn't enjoy it. It was too slippy, slidey, and I couldn't get opacity, and just, it was too much. But I do really enjoy using it in a multi-use way. I'm going to be doing yellow brows. We're going to be doing red brows, blue brows, and I'm going to wait till I have brow hair to really do it, because that's when I get the best look out of them. But I'm very happy that I picked this up. I feel like it is a great addition to my collection. It will be used and abused, much like the Essential case. And yeah, I'm gonna say this is a win. Even for a yellow, I will take it. The Machina palette performs absolutely beautifully. I really enjoy this as well. The color scheme is really up my alley. The only line or row that I could, you know, take it or leave it, the pink. I'm not really here for pinks, but yeah. So that is the look on the lips. I'm just wearing who, from what, in what exactly? Juvia's Place Sheba, okay, as our lip liner. Today we're also using Juvia's Place Lady. This is more of a yellow based lipstick, which is why I was like, you know, we're using yellow on the eye, let's stay nude, but with a yellowy undertone instead of like a pink or a brown undertone. So that is what we have on. And then the gloss, Juvia's Place again, the Nubian Nude Gloss. So that is the face, that is the play. I hope you had a good time. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. It's been me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, but you already know that because we've been having brow issues, and that's been the name of the game for a while. I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. And until then, don't forget to drink some waters, take care of yourself, and we'll talk later, okay? All right, bye.